I'm Captain Save a Ho Ho Ho.
And I am Janice.
And welcome to our holiday PSA.
Christmas 2023 edition.
We're here to share a few tips on how to survive the Christmas and holiday season. Tip 1. If your aunt gives you a pink bunny onesie, you better wear it. Tip 2. Nobody likes being given a 20-foot stuffed animal.
Holiday tip number 3. When challenging a terrorist to a grudge match, don't give him your Malibu address. And holiday tip number 4. If you are going to be responsible for a terrorist falling 30 stories to his death, find out if he has a brother.
Anyway, when we think of Christmas, we think of trees, lights, decorations, Santa Claus, snow, and getting together with family.
However, safety and security should also be considered. So let us get started.
Let's talk about porch pirates. We've seen it happen so many times. You get an item that you've shopped online for and somebody that's decided to help themselves to that before you get home. One of the ways to deter that is using the delivery special instructions feature on your orders. You can instruct them to leave them behind bushes, behind a side gate, behind a back gate.
Depending on if you have smart home capabilities, some delivery companies can be allowed entry to certain structures of your home by using the one-time code on your package as an access key. Your authorization is required to set it up. In addition, many delivery companies have secure locations and lockers where you can choose to have your packages sent to pick up at your convenience.
This also goes for stashing items in your vehicles. Don't leave them in the trunks. Don't leave them in the back seats or front seats. Regardless of how tinted your windows are, that's where those thieves are going to be targeting regardless. If you're in the construction industry, don't leave your tools and equipment in the bed, in trailers, any way that they can be accessible. We're trying to protect from people that are shopping.
Lights and decorations around a tree, historically, have been a hazard during the holiday seasons. During this time, the circuits in the home may be overworked. Where possible, only power one item per outlet receptacle. If it is necessary to run several items in one location, be sure to use a power strip with a surge protector or GFCI built in. Make sure the power strip and outlets are accessible and avoid placing flammable objects such as paper and trees too close to the open receptacles. And remember to shut down the lights and decorations when going to bed or when you are going to be gone for long periods of time.
Nowadays, a lot of people have dedicated circuits outside to use for decorations or even just for general purposes throughout the year. Those dedicated circuits are actually a good idea to power your decorations, and you want to make sure that those have a GFCI connected to that circuit. In some cases, we have several extension cords plugged in, even plugged into each other, as well as power strips. When you plug things in outside, you can encompass the connection and make them waterproof. If you don't have that going for you, put a box down on the ground, put the connection on top of the box, and you'll want to strap those connections together, usually with electric tape, so that way they don't become disconnected. And then you'll want to take what everybody has right now, and that's a storage tub, an empty storage tub, and you want to put that facing down on top of that box and on top of that connection. That will keep the connections from being susceptible to the weather.
The tree is usually the centerpiece of the Christmas decorations. There are several options that you can consider. While freshly cut trees have been the traditional choice, its water source should be checked daily. There are several varieties of synthetic trees also. Even though they are typically fire resistant, they are not fireproof. So following a routine of safety is still advised. Another option is purchasing a small shrub sculpted to mimic the shape of a Christmas tree. Since it is a potted plant, you would be able to transplant it in your yard after the holiday season is over, creating a dual purpose. Regardless of the option you choose, position the tree in a location of the room where it is not too close to open flames or a direct heat source.
For safety reasons, it's a better bet to not have open flames, such as candles, lit, especially unattended. I understand that the scented candles that we're using this time of year do smell good. However, if left unattended, they can cause the risk of a fire. With fire safety also, you are going to want to check your smoke alarms. Even if you've taken precautions, you've been careful, and something could happen to a plug, at least then you will be alerted and be able to take action quickly. A lot of you will be traveling during the holidays over a period of time. So one of the things that you don't want to do is to broadcast that over social media. Doing that can put you in a position to where you're being targeted by those who want to help themselves with your stuff while you're gone. If you do want to share photos, that's great, but you do not want to post your location if you're away from home.
We hope that these tips have been helpful. May you have an enjoyable and relaxing holiday with family and friends. We look forward to seeing you next time.
Happy Christmas Kwanzaa to all of us.
And yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Festivus to the rest of us. Wow, Janice, I don't know what you were thinking.
I am not sure that I understand, Captain.
The tourist part. Really? And what about the yippee-ki-yay?
Those are iconic Christmas themes. Are they not?
Yeah, well,